Okay, we are watching SoapierMage 5794, who's going to be playing Baptiste slash Lucio slash Brig on Lijiang Tower. This is what they said. I was trying my best, but still lost. I hope to receive some feedback as I play Silver 4 in support, my lowest yet as of coming to Overwatch 2. I need this help badly because support is my favorite role at the moment, but games like that just made me feel rubbish. I will accept any and all feedback, and I am truly grateful. For Bap, I think my issue was positioning, holding my ult. For Brig, I think it was being in the front too much, and for Lucio, I'm not sure. If I remember correctly, I had good heals, damage, and kills as well as few deaths. Yeah, first of all, just ignore the stats. It's not going to particularly going to be helpful. In an aggregate, like, you play 20, 50 games or stats helpful. Yeah, like, for example, if you're, bottom 25th percentile in healing, yeah, you're probably doing something wrong, right? If you're bottom 25th percentile in damage, you're probably doing something wrong. But on a single game basis, it's really hard to tell if stats are necessarily meaningful for a lot of different reasons. So, for example, if they have a Roadhog, it often inflates everyone's damage stats, but it may not necessarily be leading to winning just because Roadhog doesn't have a way of mitigating that damage and takes a lot of damage all the time. Anyway, I'm mostly doing this replay because I think your name is hilarious, SoapierMage. I don't know what it is about it, but it just makes me laugh. Let's take a look. This is Silver 4. I would also say, you're saying, hey, like, games like this make you feel rubbish. I wouldn't bother with that, right? Like, you're not going to win all your games. In fact, it sounds like you're also very new to Overwatch. You're going to lose a lot of games. I agree on it. Like, even if you quote-unquote like get good, you're going to win like 55% of your games, which means out of 100 games, you would still lose 45 of them. That is a lot of games. I don't think you realize just how difficult it is to win a game of Overwatch, right? So it's going to be tough. You're going to lose all games. You need to have a good attitude after losing games. Just take a breather, be like, you know what can I work on? And then, move forward with that. So, since you're new to Baptiste, I am going to tell you, first of all, that weaving with Baptiste is extremely important. Baptiste has shooting and healing on separate cooldowns, meaning that your left click and right click, I don't know if you're on console, possibly you're on console, but like your regular gunshot and your healed grenade act independently. You can't do them at the same time, but you can't spam one nonstop. For example, if I do heal, it happens, let's say I get 5 of them over 10 seconds. Okay, that's not a shoot. It's 10 of them over 10 seconds, okay? But if I do shoot, heal over 10 seconds, I will still get the same amount of healing grenades out, let's say 10, but I will also get those shots in, right? That's what's called weaving. So for Baptiste players, it's really important to learn the mechanics of either shoot, heal, or shoot, heal, okay? If you need to maximize healing, do shoot, heal. If you need to maximize damage, do shoot, heal. You notice that I don't say to maximize damage, you should do shoot, right? You should do shoot, heal because you can still get that heal grenade in, which usually provides a ton of value with your shooting. There's occasions where like I would keep shooting, like someone's right about to die and I know for sure I can kill them. But beyond that, I would say typically you're going to be doing shoot, heal, right, sir, or shoot, heal, right? Definitely don't be doing shoot, or heal. Very common mistakes for Baptiste. So for starters, we can tell that you're pretty much just healing or just shooting. Right? And this is a muscle memory thing, right? This comes with experience. But you notice that your Genji is low here. And you notice that you're shooting him instead of healing him. It's funny, your aim is actually good. You're on target here for a shot. But of course, you should be healing him because you actually would be hitting him out of the air, which would be impressive. Instead of whatever it is that you're doing right now. And everything just kind of go wrong. You can't heal yourself with your own grenades. It does not appear that you know that. Okay, you have an opportunity to kill the Genji right there. He's low. He's already used dash. You're like overly focused on trying to heal the Sojourn, who is totally fine in the back, right? She's just being healed in Mercy, and you've let your Zarya die, right? So just watch your Zarya in this fight, right? So she's low. Takes some damage. She's being fought by the Reaper. She uses bubble, right? She's still here. She gets hooked in, right? She's trying to get out. And she never gets healed by you the whole time. And your lamp comes out late. Just basic things like that. It's just like, hey, look. Your Sojourn's fine. The Sojourn's fine. Like, your Mercy's got it. Just heal your tank, right? I think that you could probably get the goal just healing your tank. That's the way I feel about most times I watch support. Is like literally just keeping your tank alive is often enough to climb. A lot of shooting that's not doing anything. A lot of healing. Like, your Zarya's basically full. I would probably reload right now. Okay. Pressure. I would reload right now. Like, nothing's gonna happen right now. You really need to reload. You're super low in ammo. Right? Look how low you're at. 9 shots, 3 heals. Right, which is actually 3 shots because you 5-3 at a time. Right, now you reload because you're like, oh shoot. So your Genji dives and kills your soldier over here. Could you have done anything about this? So you hear this fighting. So the second when you hear that shooting, you could have, like, no one over here is low. You know what I mean? You could hear, hopefully you're wearing a headset. Recently I had a player who was not wearing a headset, which I think is crazy. They'll be using like your TV sound or something crazy, like wear a headset. So you can hear that the soldier is taking damage on your left. You could have turned here, healed, and pocketed your soldier. And then she would have won this fight against the Genji. But you didn't. Okay, things have gotten very messy here. So let's figure out what happened to your regen burst. That's something that I also, pick up on a lot, is that people just don't use regen burst well. So a good rule of thumb is that when people are critical, which means they drop below 50%, hit regen burst. Okay, unless they're totally safe behind cover, hit regen burst when you see anybody in your team who's within range, drop critical. Okay, I think that's a good general rule. Using it when they're not critical heals a lot less. It heals 50 plus 50 instead of 100 plus 50. And it's a long cooldown, it's 15-second cooldown, and it's pretty unfortunate. So use it right there for your Reaper who got a little. I think it's okay. It's fine. Alright, Genji's on you in the back. I think it's reasonable to put lamp there. So again, I think it's okay that you don't have regen burst because you used it on the Reaper. Really want to duel this Genji. I would use regen burst right now because you're still super low. Yep, you do. That's fine. You don't have to kill this Genji, right? Like the point is to capture here. Like if the Genji wants to get low and go for the Mega, fine, let's let him. Just pay attention to what's happening over here. You're spending way too much time looking at the Genji. Moira dives in. You saw the Moira fade in, so you know she has no way to get out. You should make sure to confirm the kill. This aim is not great, but so you see her fade again. I would have tried to kill her when she got to that corner, but not the worst thing that could have happened. Have a lot of trouble hitting the soldier. Kill the Moira. I think that's an okay regen burst. You saw the soldier was low behind you. You're in a duel situation. You're hopping to kind of. I mean, really, your team should be helping you here. Finally, the Zarya notices. You're missing most of your shots, but at least you're not taking damage, so everyone's aim kind of sucks here. Kill the lamp. You're also, I think, reloading before you need to? Yeah, you reload here. When you have 16 ammo, you reloaded, which is not necessary. And 16 ammo, you do 75 damage per burst, by the way, 25 per bullet. 16 ammo is a little over 5 shots. That's more than enough damage to kill the Genji. So you did not need to reload there. So I don't know why you're chasing him. Right? Like, this is the off angle. This leads, like, towards their spawn. I guess you're, like, trying to regroup with your team here. Your team is in a weird position, so I guess this is fine. Oh, man, you should kill him. Again, like, muscle memory, you right-clicked him instead of left-clicking him, right? You shot the other brain instead of shooting. Okay. So Reaper goes in, which is kind of silly. I would definitely be thinking you have window here. I would be thinking about windowing, right? A good place to put the window would be a safe place would be to put it right here. Really effective. You could put it a little further in front if you want your soldier to make use of it, but that can be hard if they have the ability to walk in on you. Okay? But as soon as they show any sign of committing, I would think about doing this. Okay? So Genji dashes in. He uses Blade. You use Regen Burst. Okay? So I would turn and immediately start shooting this Genji. Which you are not doing. You are shooting in front, but I mean, ultimately, your Mercy's kind of got him pocketed, right? Like, yeah, your healing might make a difference, but this Blade could kill your whole team. And I think that you have to prioritize killing the Genji here. I also don't know when you land. Not have land for this. Land is a really good counter. Alright, Genji, whiff no punch, you get hooked and killed. So I think your mistake was not to focus the Genji, right? And then after that was taken care of, then you could turn back to the front line. Definitely think about using window here, right? So, for example, when you went to the left, like this would have been a good time to window and just absolutely melt everybody in front. You decided to hold it. Right, kill the Genji. Genji's so extended.
It's time.
Okay. Right. So you got one pick. You might not need to use anything here, right? I would think about. Okay, you're gonna kill 2. I definitely wouldn't use window now. You pop shift here, please. You pop lamp. You're doing a pretty good job dodging Genji. Didn't shoot deflect good. Killed him. overall, I would say your team's actually better. I'm a little surprised that you're trying to do so much. Oh, okay. So another reload. So you can hear that Reaper flanking over on the right. You reload when you have 18 ammo here, right? It does 75 damage per burst, and if you hit him in the head, it's 150. You can kill the Reaper so easily. You're reloading way too much. Yep, good kill, good tracking. Right. I think your team is up 1 right now, but if they try to push, I would probably win you anyway. Oh, windowing is not a good response to Blade. It's really hard to hit him through the window, like if he dives on top of you like that. Alright, you guys got it. So I think your Baptiste play is okay. I think it's fine. I mean, for Silver 4, I think this is better than Silver 4. I don't know if this is console or not. Definitely better than Silver 4 in console. But I would say that this feels at least high Silver to me. I think overall it was okay. Right? Obviously, it picked out a few opportunities where you could have saved teammates, but it was alright.
Round 2. Capture.
Be very careful about walking in straight lines.
You're completely healed.
Get melted. So this is unfortunate. Your Mercy's gonna get picked. So your team's not coordinated, right? So the Reaper and the Mercy went left, and the rest of your team went right, which is why this happens. So they collapse on the Mercy in a 5-on-1, 5-on-1 situation. You pop lamp. I don't think you really need pop lamp there. The Doom had already used all his cooldowns, right? He already punched you and everything. So he punched and shot. So you're not gonna die there. So I would not pop lamp here. I understand being scared, but you didn't actually. Don't shoot him. But you saw the Genji jump over your face to the left. He's so low. He's going to the Mega. Okay. So, I see you're attempting to weave, but like a lot of the stuff you're doing is just not doing anything, right? Because nobody's injured. It's a lot of wasted ammo that you're using right now for nothing's going on. I think one of the problems with Baptiste is you get this muscle memory of like shoot, heal, or shoot, heal, whatever, and then you keep doing it even when nothing is going on, and you get no value out of it. Right? Look, you're already at 3 heal grenades left, and nothing has really happened in this fight. You need to reload. So, Genji goes in here. Where's Genji come from? Oh, he comes from main. So, you become overly preoccupied with what's going on. Everyone over here is full health, right? Except for the Reaper who's falling off the edge. But everybody else here is full of health. You don't need to look at what they're doing, okay? You need to pocket your Sojourn, who is right next to you, getting absolutely wrecked, and she gets dashed and killed here. Right? You're just like not looking at the people right next to you who are dying. So everyone's staggered. You understand, okay, wait, there's nobody here. I can go home. Not here. Yep. Seems okay. Great. You popped it. A lot of options here. Up lamp. Stop shooting him. Reaper. I already shot the Reaper there, just coming back front line as well. Regen burst, good. Like, that fight didn't go well, but I don't know that there's a lot that could have done different there. Oh, you gotta be right clicking there. I feel like you were trying to, because it looks like you're aiming at him. Yeah, you're looking at him, at your Reaper while shooting. You're trying to right click here, but you're getting confused, like, in your muscle memory. I think this is a good opportunity to think about popping window here. Indicating two, make a mistake. Lots of missing there, which is unfortunate. Still a good opportunity to pop window if you don't know. You got 2, I guess.
Stay in the circle.
Make sure you take it good.
It's only effective. Yes, sir.
Heal. I mean, they just pop ultis there and then you die. Yeah, so I think actually windowing would have been the right call to make sure that your team wiped up, right? Back here. I kind of feel like the second you walk out this door, popping window like diagonally like this to make sure everybody here dies. Like, you see how if you had window up right now, they would all get absolutely destroyed. But because you're not like very consistent about this, like the I mean, I guess they all die. No, the Genji gets out. That's what the Genji gets out, and then he ends up clutching this with Blade. So Blade's out. You still haven't used your ulti, which is unfortunate. I don't know what this is. You see the Reaper coming.
Team kill.
That could have gone better.
Right? The second you're like, okay, turn and look at him. I assume you're just like AFK or tunnel vision or whatever, and then you just walk straight into this and you die. You know, unfortunate. I prevent you from contesting at that point. Alright.
2, 1. Round 3.
You come out as Baptiste. It's interesting.
Let's keep our minds clear.
Then you're going to play Lucio and break before this round ends.
Enemy
Alright, Lucio's using boot so you can push across the bridge. Hopefully you don't get knocked off. Did you get knocked off? You gotta... Nope. Sorry, got bumped off, so it's over. This fight's over. Again, you're like reloading. Right, like, does this feel like the time to reload? You're like, oh, okay, hopefully none of these 4 people shoot me or do anything about it, and I can just walk around the corner. This won't happen at higher levels, unfortunately. You will not get that lucky. You had plenty of ammo, just keep shooting.
You're completely healed.
Reaper dies, not a lot you can do about that. I don't know that I would have jumped there because you and the Sojourner, so I want to be there. If the Reaper doesn't kill me, he's gonna kill the Sojourner, right? I'd rather do it together than jump up and mess up my aim. So this is a classic problem with Garden, where your team just has trouble getting to the point. It's quite difficult, in my opinion. I actually dislike this point because of this. You could jump over.
Let's get you all ready. Round of healing. Let them up.
I don't know about this window,
Into the field.
right? Because the only 2 people here are the Reaper, who you know has Wraith, because you haven't seen him Wraith, and the Genji, who you should know has Deflect and Blade, because I don't think you saw him use either one, right? If you don't see people use cooldowns, assume they have them. Yeah, see, he has Deflect and Blade, so this is not going to do anything. And now you've used the window, but like, what are you going to do with this? The Genji's on top of you. And then you die. So you're down to 1 fight. You go Brig.
we up.
Try to chase down a Reaper. That's not necessarily such a great idea. The Reaper can actually try to kill you pretty easily. He dies. You go to point to try to help your Reaper, which is a good call. Ah, you gotta heal through heal pack. This feels like more like button confusion. I think you meant to heal here, right? But you can see that you throw a whip shot instead of heal pack. And heal pack would have saved his life, which would have been absolutely huge in this situation because the Mercy was there to heal the rest. Having trouble like figuring out where people are. I actually am very curious if you're playing with a headset. By the way, the one-shot combo for 200 health heroes on Brigitte is 2 whips followed by bash and then whip shot. So, like whack, whack, bash melee, bash whip shot right away, right? To insta kill a 200 health hero. It's not gonna work on Reaper. You're gonna need a hit plus something else, like 5 damage or something else, but something to keep in mind.
Expect we'd have time for a break.
Because the problem is you whip shot people too early, you knock them away, you can't confirm the kill. Good whip shot. It's okay, like Lucio's messing around back there, he's not gonna do anything. I would try to bash him there. Uh-oh. So I would be very careful with the fact that you bash there, because I would hold bash until the dude comes down, in case he's targeting me. If the dude's coming down, I want to have bash to get out of the center. Okay, you use rally, try to get in there, but again, you have to dodge the Reaper, which I think you're aware of. You missed the whip shot, which is unfortunate. I don't think you want to target the Doom here. And good heal pack on there, heal back on the Reaper. I think mostly just your team can't confirm kills, which includes you. You're doing a lot less damage than you could, for sure.
My servants never die.
I think you go Lucio here to
It's go time.
probably get back much sooner. Okay, good. Yeah, I think you could melee there to kill her a little faster. Booping Lucio Genji when he blades is super helpful. Right, try to keep him alive. You're doing a good job here. Chasing you. I would go to the interior pillar. So one thing that's making you super predictable is that you're simply skating around the outside, right? But if instead, you get over here, you go up here, but I actually would have gone to the inside and up and around, because the Doom, look at it from the Doom's perspective, why I'm saying this. Right? See how you're so predictably going around, and that's why he's able to kill you, because you're just moving in a straight line relative to him the whole time. If you go on the pillar, you can be a lot more evasive here and stay alive longer. I don't think the Doom should have been able to kill you in that situation. With equally skilled players, I do not think you should have died there to the Doom that fast. Your team's doing a great job staying alive. Wow. I can't believe the Mercy is still alive in there. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say that's a good boop opportunity. Good target to the Moira. Good damage on Lucio. Right. Pretty unfortunate because there's not much that you as Lucio can do against the Reaper. Other than like, get position, have Boop ready to do it if you're ult tracking, which I think it's understandable. There's a lot going on. I don't know that I would have explicitly known that ulti was coming. I wouldn't have been playing this close to them though. Like I think you're like super deep in there, but they're not actually. So one of the things to think about is Lucio is, do you want to be playing your backline or their backline? Right, those are pretty much the only 2 options. I mean, I guess your front line is also an option, but let's simplify here and say your backline or their backline. If you play your backline, that's when you're playing safe, right? You have your aura for all your teammates. You can deflect threats, like for example, a Reaper, right, or a Genji, or a Winston. If you're playing their backline, it's because you're in there to start diving to kill usually a support, sometimes a DPS. Okay, but the worst thing you want to be doing is playing their backline, but being kind of cautious. And that's sort of what you're doing here, where you're not prioritizing. You're prioritizing your movement too much instead of the damage. Like right now, when that Moira fades back, you're in their backline right now. Okay? Like right now, you're in their backline. So I would be like, hey, I don't have to worry about survival right now. My goal is to kill this Moira. I know she uses fade. She's low. I'm going to kill this Moira. But instead, let's see what you actually end up doing, right? You shoot and then you come back to your team. But why? Right? Just stay on the Moira and try to kill her. That's like the highest value thing you can do right now is to kill the Moira. Again, look at your positioning. Right? Where the heck did the Moira go? Did she fade or something? Oh yeah, she's over here. So I would stay on the Moira. Right? Or actually in this case, yeah, stay on the Moira. Or try to kill Lucio after he comes out of, or the Reaper already comes out of. Right? Using that boop a moment later might have saved your team because you would have booped the Reaper back. Whoever this is, the Reaper was gonna die, but you're gonna die. Okay, so what are my suggestions? As Baptiste, I think on both heroes, I think you just need way more time in the game, quite frankly. Like this is gonna seem kind of ridiculous, but I'm like, come back and like when you've played like 100 more hours, right? I think that you're having some like button confusion problems on both Brigitte and Baptiste, where you're having trouble like you like mentally you like want to do a thing, but your hands aren't doing the right thing for you, right? It's like you want to heal a friendly, but you end up shooting them, right? Or you want to shoot a friendly or shoot an enemy, or you end up healing them, right? Or you know want to pack somebody, but you use whip shot, whatever it is. So that just more experience will iron that stuff out. Number one. Number two, you're not looking around at Baptiste enough at teammates who are very close to you or just slightly off screen, even, and you're not using sound cues to figure out when they're in trouble to save them. I would say that that's the next biggest thing. And number three is I think your ultimate usage. I don't think you even get ultimate here, which is unfortunate, but you switch to Lucio pretty late. I think on Baptiste, you basically never used window for any useful circumstance. Right. So I'm just straightforward and just keep it to those three general tips.